This is Tokyo Scramble. This is lesson 1, part 1. We're working with Black Jackによろしく. This is by Saito Shuho. It's a copyright-free, free-sourced manga. If you want to know how to access this and read along with me, watch my previous video. Today in the first episode, we'll be going through maybe the first 6 or 7 pages. I'm going to give you some homework to try on your own. And then in the following episode, we'll follow up, see how you did on your homework, and continue reading together. Alright, let's get into this. Okay, lesson number 1. Here we are, page 1. ブラックジャックによろしく by Sato Shuho. Gotta give the man his credit. Alright, we're gonna start down here on page number 3. Alright, here we go. Let's read this together. 8,000人. That's 8,000 people. 8,000人. 毎年 every year 8,000人が 8,000 people 全国に81ある大学医学部を卒業してゆく Okay, yeah, let's talk about some of this. 毎年 mai をつける You can put mai on a lot of things to mean every. So 毎日 毎年 毎週 every day, every week, every year. A very useful phrase. 8,000人 Work on those numbers, guys. 全国 This is all Japan. This is all across the nation. Zen. This first kanji here, again, very common and useful kanji. If you guys watch, like, what was that? Like Kimetsu no Yaiba, there's always like Zen Shuchu, like full concentration, or Zenryoku is like your full strength, all of your strength. So Zen meaning all. So Zenkoku. All Japan に、81ある so 81 of something. We're going to break these big strings of kanji down into parts. 大学 This is a university. 医学 This kanji in the middle, this E right here, this is the E from Isha, doctor, medicine. So 大学医学部 This is the medical division of university, a medical what would you call it? Like major. And 卒業 is graduation. 卒業してYuku. Yuku is just a different way of saying iku. This is a very common phrase in grammar, doing something shite iku, or something shite yuku. Yuku is a little bit more, I guess, proper. It just means to continue doing something on into the future. Is basically the gist of it. When you attach iku or yuku onto something, it gives the kind of like the intent to that verb that it keeps moving forward into the future. So to read this all again, we have 毎年 8,000人が全国に81ある大学医学部を卒業してゆく So putting it all together, every year 8,000 people from 81 different medical schools from all across the country graduate. All right, let's keep moving. Oops. So here, this guy's giving the speech. Okay, here we go. 君たちはその8,000人のトップの 80人である。Alright, let's break this down. 君たち. Kimi, you guys all know Kimi. Maybe you know it from like an anime, Kimi no Na wa You. It's a you that you wouldn't say this to someone that was your superior, or you would say it to someone who was maybe either equal to, but actually below you. It's kind of like an endearing term for someone that might be below you. Kimi. So he's saying to a student, Kimi tachi, you guys. Kimi tachi wa, その8000人、the 8000人, the 8,000 people I was just talking about. Kimi tachi wa, you guys are those 8,000 people. No, トップの80人である. So this we run into a little bit of katakana English. Top. This is Japanese for top. So 君たちはその8000人のトップの80人である. You guys are the top 80 graduates out of those 8,000 people. Now, if you notice, we'll kind of focus in on this little grammar point right here at the end. である. This is just a little bit more formal way of kind of like saying des. It's similar to des, but it can have more of like, depending on the situation, more of a nuance of like being of that nature, of that state of being, if that makes any sense. So, 君たちはその8000人のトップの80人である. In this case, it just kind of means like a more proper way of saying des. In other situations, である can mean kind of like being in that state. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's keep going down. Okay, here we are. Let's read through this one again together. 日本の here's that kanji. Remember this one? We just saw it above. I. It means doctor. We saw it as part of Igakubu. This one says 医療. This is like medicine. So, 日本の医療を背負っていく. This is earlier, do you remember we had the していく? してゆく? This is similar. This iku is the same as that yuku. It means that we're doing this verb continuously into the future. And that's what that iku means. So whenever you get a something something teiku, you're doing it continuously into the future. So to seo, se is like back, and o is to like take on a burden, take on a load. So basically like carrying something on your back. To seo your let's go のは背負っていくのは君たちです. Alright, remember 君たち? You guys. So going from the top, let's clean this up a little bit. Going from the top, this whole thing all together means something like it's you guys, 君たちです. It's you guys that will be carrying the future of Japanese medicine into the future. Now I've translated this as like it's going to be you guys that are carrying the Japanese medicine into the future. You'll notice that the word future isn't actually included in here. There's no future. What I'm referencing is this iku. This iku I'm translating as carrying into the future. Seotte iku. Okay. Let's continue on. So they're all graduating school. Fantastic. And now it looks like we're at, if you can read this. Okay, let's try and read this sign in this picture. I guess you don't need to. You know that we're at a... it'll come up later. Okay. Okay, starting right here. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. Here we go. 眠そうだな、斉藤。眠そうだな、斉藤。Let's break this down. 眠い. This is like sleepy. If you ever want to say something appears to be or looks to be, you can drop the e. For example, 眠い. You drop the e and add a so. 眠そう means like you look sleepy. If you could say anything. Instead of saying 寒い, for example. If I wanted to say 寒い, 寒い. Can't really see that. I could drop the e and say 寒そう、寒そうだね。寒そうだね. If I wanted to say, wow, that looks expensive. That looks expensive. If you know, expensive is like, oops, don't worry about my stroke order there. 高い. I could drop the e and say 高そう、高そう、高そうだね。めっちゃ高そう。Looks very expensive. So, 眠そうだな、斉藤. Saito is a name. It's a last name, a family name, Saito. Now, with these family names, it's a pretty common name. Names are just one of those things you just kind of have to remember as you go along. As you meet people, you'll just start remembering names. Okay, let's continue. さっきまで当直だったから. Alright, let's break this down really fast. This is an informal way of saying yes, like someone saying, はい。さっきまで。さっきまで。さっき means like just before, and we know that まで is like until. So just up until a moment ago, or just until now, or just up until a moment ago. 当直. This is a type of work shift. This doesn't pop up very much. This isn't super common. If you ever work a job where you're kind of like working like a full, 24-hour shift, or working through the night, or working a double shift, this is a word you might run into. It's not super common. 当直. And だったから. だった. This is just an informal for でした, past tense. And から. That's why. So, さっきまで当直だったから. Yes, I am sleepy. Yes, because just up until a moment ago, I was on my overnighter. I was on my overnighter shift. That's why. Okay. All right, let's do a quick review. We're going to read through this whole thing one time. Okay, we'll scroll back up. We'll read up to that point. Let's give that a try. Here we go. All right, ready? Let's read this together. 8,000人. 毎年8,000人が全国に81ある大学医学部を卒業してゆく。君たちはその8,000人のトップの80人である。Oops, hang on. 日本の医療を背負っていくのは君たちです。Almost there. And we'll finish up with this last one right here. 眠そうだな、斉藤。さっきまで当直だったから。 Okay. If there's any words that you don't know, be sure to write them down in order in your notebook. And if you forgot the meaning or the pronunciations, go ahead and use the jisho.org. Look up the words, try writing them yourself. And I would like you guys to go ahead and try this next page by yourself. This one right here. Just these panels right here. So this one, here, 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 and right there. Try your best to figure out the meaning. Try to look up the readings for all of these kanji on your own. And then in the next video, I will start here, and you can check yourself and check if you've understood the meaning as well. All right, that's all she wrote for episode 1.